Strong language is used in this video and on this channel. You have been warned. Welcome back, viewers. My name is Raving Madly, and this is the Car Dealer Simulator Brand Loyalty Challenge. We are just about out of inventory. So our first step, we need to get some quality clunkers to push on the public. Per our rules, we can only buy Apex, NGD, or UMX make vehicles. That is how the brand loyalty challenge works. Typically, the higher the price, the higher the purchase price, the higher you can sell it for. So let's see what we can find. It's not too far away. Let's go take a look at this particular gem. Dealership is currently closed, so nobody's going to try and buy that thing that's out on the line while we're off the lot. Well, they won't try and buy it while we're off the lot anyway, but they won't even show up because we're not there. Take a look at this. No, it needs a battery, like they all seem to. Other than that, there's no exhaust holes. Probably needs a fuse. Can't really ask for too much more at the level we're working at here. Although it would be great if I actually paid attention and saw what the market value was. Oh, 88, 88. All right, so if we can get this lady down, well, that's 1,200 bucks under market already, so I like that. How about 5,900? Ooh,
Stop. Cut.
you are very movable on price. I like you. Nope. No extra digits. That's how you get yourself in trouble. 6,100.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
I'll take it.
Haha.
All right, now, important thing to note here. It is Friday afternoon. The parts store closes for Saturday and Sunday. So before we do anything else, we're going to go stock up on batteries, fuses, and exhaust tape so that we can make it through the weekend still selling vehicles. Otherwise, there's going to be a cut in the video where I come back and it's Monday morning. And that will waste a lot of my time just sitting here waiting for time to pass. Let's sell all these junk batteries. And let's see, we're doing 3 to 4 cars a day. Got 5,400 bucks. Let's just buy 10 batteries. That should certainly carry us through the weekend. Buy 2 more rolls of tape. And I'm out of inventories. Well, that's okay. Cars have trunks now. That is all right. Put all them batteries in the trunk. Because, a normal human being would be able to carry a dozen car batteries. They only weigh like, 60, 70 pounds. Let's see. Buy tape. And let's buy another set of each size of fuse. That should carry us through the weekend, hopefully. Still got 2,200 bucks left. We could find a really cheap piece of shit. We could potentially buy another car, but it does not want to turn. We'll fuel this pig up. Bring it back to the shop. And, get go. No, sorry about that, sir. Drink some water. You'll be okay. I do kind of like how they ragdoll around. It's, I find it pretty amusing. Almost enough to make me target them, but still a little bit short of that threshold. This thing says it doesn't have exhaust holes, but it sounds like it does. That puttery, kind of raspy note to it. All right. I'm going to do the wash bodywork repair circle. I will bring you guys back when it is complete. That will conclude the maintenance on this particular vehicle. However, we have a whole bunch of batteries in the trunk that I need to not sell with this car, because that would be bad. So let's clear out my own inventory here. You muppet. Why am I screwing this up so badly today, huh? Add an inventory too, because we're going to want to sell that later. Now we'll put all these lovely batteries to the warehouse. Now we can put this out on the line and mark it for sale. A little late in the day, but never know. We might get somebody in the market for a terrible bright orange car. Always surprised when I see really hideously colored cars out in the real world. Just kind of look at it and go, really? You bought that? You paid money for that? Wow, it's really 13.5, huh? We're not going to get that, but can certainly try. Open up the dealership. And just for giggles, see if there's anything in here that is just absolutely dirt cheap. Well, it'll be faster if we filter this down. Well, that was quick. There's nothing to buy right now. We get some customers in here. We can move one or both of these cars. While we're doing that, since we're just waiting on customers, I think we'll wash our truck. Try and look like the respectable car dealer we're pretending to be. Driving around in this thing looks like I took it through a mud bog. Let's go see what this person has to offer. Hello, ma'am. You look suspiciously like someone I bought a car from earlier today. And you're cheap. That kind of nonsense doesn't fly around here, Carol. Not at all. Okay, well, you kind of seem like you know how to negotiate. How about... Okay, see, now you're not working with me here. No, no, you've got to come up over 7. Come on. It's almost a $9,000 car you're trying to walk out with for less than 7,000 bucks. That is not gonna happen here. I swear they watch me and they wait for me to start working. And then they offer on the car. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Well, you're starting slightly higher than previous customer. And what was her name? Carol? Let's try... Okay. Well, I'm going to give you one more chance here, Cynthia. And if you can't come up over 7,000 bucks, you're not getting this car.
Okay. Okay, I agree.
All right. You can have it.
Great job. Whoa.
Quite frankly, I need the money. See if we can bring some respectability to our image when we're out and about town here with this. Well, nobody's going to take you seriously as a car dealer if your own vehicle is a giant hunk of junk. Or at least I should say I won't take you seriously as a car dealer. Coming up on the end of the day here. Probably going to be our last chance. Hello, sir. How about... Now, see, I moved 1,500 bucks, and you barely moved at all. That's not how negotiating works, sir. About 10,500. No, you're not moving. Get out, Michael. Learn how to negotiate properly. All right, since the dealership is closed, I'm going to finish up washing this hunk of junk. And then we're going to go out and we're going to find some more cars. So I'm going to cut back in when I'm ready to... Actually, you know what? Let's just... I won't worry about doing the body work on this thing now. I'll do that later when I have some free time. I'll just rinse the soap off. And we'll get going again. The more I have to cut this video, the longer editing takes. Editing always takes at least as long as the length of the video. I have to re-watch and re-experience the whole thing. Alright. Let's hook the... Really? I've driven through this thing before. Let's go see what's for sale. 9,000 bucks burning a hole in our pocket. Don't want anything that's too pretty. It's not too bad. Like these. Just wasn't done. Wasn't done. What else is there? Why is everything yellow and orange right now? Don't get it. Where are you? Pretty close. Gotta hope some of these things won't need as much in the way of parts. You gotta remember, every time we have to throw a battery in something, that's $300 profit we're losing. I mean, give or take a little. You know, we get some of it back when we sell the battery back to the store. But it's it's still a kick in the profits. Like I keep saying, it's only going to get worse once I upgrade the garage, and we can actually replace brakes and suspension. That's going to cost big bucks. All right, we got lucky. One that doesn't need a battery. No exhaust holes either. So we could literally just wash this, do the body work, put it on the sale line. See how low we can get Diane here. How does 2250 strike you, Diane?
Kind of.
Okay. 2375.
Hmm. Hmm.
24 even.
Hmm.
Have some candy.
Okay.
2415.
Hmm.
I'll take it.
Whoa,
Drive a hard bargain, Diane. That car will be mine. And our lights on like a law-abiding citizen. As I push a car through the intersection. Oof. I forgot to scan this truck. I have a feeling it is just absolutely neat. Even here, it just doesn't want to move. And once you get it moving, it doesn't want to stop. How am I towing? UMX is on the left. Gas this up, and then we'll go take a look at the other one. Good thing that people in this game will literally meet you any time of day for a car deal. Call them at 3 in the morning, and they'll cheerfully be standing out there by their car, ready to sell it to you. Could only do that during the day, too. Oof. I think for some tough choices. Do I stay on the lot and try to sell cars, or do I go try and pick up more inventory? Come on. You can do it. At some point, we may, if we ever have discretionary cash, it'd be nice to sink some of those dollars into this truck. See if we can make it not suck quite so bad. But oh, sorry about that. Don't mind me. I think it's probably going to be a while before we have any type of discretionary cash to rebuild this entire truck, basically. To check my inventory while I'm here. Yes, I took that sign out on purpose. Check my inventory, see where I'm at for cigarettes and candy, since we're right here by the bar. Down to... still doing okay. May need to tweak some settings a little bit here. That's, wow, your arm's clipping through your stomach. Well, this one needs a battery. No exhaust holes, though. Yeah, so just a battery and wash and body work. I didn't get the friggin' market value. Cannot keep two thoughts in my head here. 57.47. All right, sir. Well, we're below market. It's a good start. How about 3,900?
Nah, my dude, that's a terrible price, man.
No,
Nah.
I feel like that's a pretty good price, actually.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
I don't feel like screwing around and
Alright.
wasting the cigarette for the $3 I'm gonna get off of the price. Let's gas it up. I think we've taken our cash reserves down below the point where we can buy anything worth having. So we'll gas this up, and I will go into the wash, bodywork, mechanical cycle. And again, if you guys want to see me actually do that, I don't have an issue recording it. I cut it out because it's very repetitive. And if I keep it in the episode, especially where I'm doing 3 cars at once, there's not going to be a whole lot else happening. It's going to pretty much cut your episode time in half, and I'm going to spend half of it doing washing and body work. And I don't feel like that's the best use of our video time. That is my logic, and I stand by it. I took a class in logic in college. Of course, I got a B, so I'm kind of good at logic. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will complete our maintenance on this particular rust bucket. We are right where we need to be to comply with our rules. Oh, scan it, drive it. The bootleg Camaro, UMX thing out there, call them Camaros because they look like 80s Camaro to me. That didn't need anything as we saw when we scanned it. Its battery was good enough for sale, didn't have any blown fuses. So all we had to do to this was a fluff and buff. We're in the green, no holes. Oh, it does need body work though. I am an idiot. I just washed it and put it on the line. Well, hopefully it doesn't need much. How bad is this rust bucket? Yeah, it's pretty bad. Can power through this real quick. Definitely do not miss doing this stuff by hand. Usually turn the scanner on just so I can see if I miss any little nooks and crannies here and there. That other car, the Pulse that I just put out on the line, actually it needed very little in the way of bodywork. It's one of the fastest ones I've had come through here. Little spots here and there. I had it in and out of the body shop bay in less than 5 minutes. Which, granted, once we can hire people, they can do it even faster than that, but hiring people costs money. And I don't know if we're going to be able to afford to hire people. Maybe not until we have the parts refurbisher. At that point, we basically are getting free parts. What did I miss? Okay. White cars, it's always hard to tell where you've painted and where is still body filler. That's why in real life, most body filler has a little bit of a tint to it. Usually depends on brand and what it's made of. But usually there's a little bit of color so that even on a white car, you can see where you still have to hit. All right. Let's put this back on the line now that we technically, I guess, could have sold it that way. I never made any rules about having to complete all the body work, but that's just leaving money on the table at that point. All right, 5 a.m. Dealership opens in 2 hours. I think works out to about 5 minutes or so. Real lifetime. So while we don't have the cash to buy anything else at this point. So while we're waiting. Oh, actually, you know what I need to do? I'm gonna do the body work on this truck. But before I do that, let's make sure the dealership is open. Which it is. Let's get these cars listed. So that as soon as dealership opens, start getting some people. Definitely not worth much. Thank God we didn't have to put any parts in it. $69.07. About. Can I go higher? All right. So while we wait for sunrise, let's go do some more body work. Holy God. Dear Lord in heaven. Thank God I don't have to do this by hand. Holy shit. What a bucket of crap. It definitely looks like a New England pickup truck. Kind of salt we put on the roads during the winter. Destroy anything. Cars just don't last up here. But the alternative is lots of dead people during the winter when they slide off the road, so I'm quite sure what a good answer is there. We could conceivably just stop working people to death and let them take a day off when it's snowing, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. It's not the way our society seems to work. Plus the amount of snows up here in New England. If you shut down every time it snowed, you'd be closed half the year. It's just not a viable option. My job, at least, if it snows, I can work from home for the day, assuming I remember to bring everything I need home with me the night before. That's the tricky part. Stuff you bring home with you during the winter is not the same stuff you bring home with you during the summer. This truck is going to be half freaking body filler by the time we're done. Bondo is certainly making its money on this particular project. But when we're done, this thing will look a lot better. Can't put a price on respectability, right? Well, I mean, I suppose you can. A lot of people sell their respectability. I legitimately thought this truck was brown until I cleaned it. It is black. Which is good, because I was going to paint it black as soon as I got a paint booth. So this saves me the trouble. Actually, I want to As I finish this up, I want to go look at the upgrade standards and see. I think I have to get to reputation 7 for the next level body shop where I can hire a minion. It might be... I don't know if I consider it cheesing the rules or not. If I delay upgrading the workshop as long as I can. I don't know if that counts as cheese or not. You guys will have to let me know in the comments if you consider it cheese. Oh, hell yes. Take that car, Virginia. Fantastic. I love it when they come in and just offer asking price. All right, Gary. Got a little discrepancy here in the numbers. How about 5,300? You are just not... Nope. You're not playing ball with me here, Gary. Can't work with that kind of nonsense. What do we have that we can actually buy? The other problem here is that once we... Oh, I wanted to look at the upgrade standards. Okay, I need level 3 office. The next level of car wash. Oh, I can upgrade this now. But all it really gets me is the paint, which doesn't... That just allows you to change the color of a car. It doesn't get you anything. It lets me hire somebody, but I don't want to hire somebody right now. That's just, you know, like $100 out of my pocket every day. You're... Stephanie, are you friends with Gary? Because you guys negotiate a lot alike. I'll take it, I guess.
Good job. Good job. Yeah, yeah,
Okay, thank you, Cheryl.
yeah.
How about 7,600? Okay. You're not working with me here, Cheryl. Yeah, no, you're not gonna make up that kind of distance just for a piece of candy. So, I guess I could technically upgrade the body shop and have somebody do all the body work for me. It's 15,000 bucks though. I can afford it. But then I'm paying somebody every single day. I do hate doing body work though. Screw it. Let's do it.
Well, we're back at square one, kid. But in a good way. I got you a job here, and now you can hire somebody yourself. Candidates are already applying in droves. Check the PC.
Thank you for the tutorial on things I already know how to do. Okay, still can't do anything with those. All right, what do we got? Because if we're gonna hold off on upgrading the mechanical side of things, then we can try and go the volume route. Volume just isn't going to work once we're replacing half the bloody car. It's kind of a hike, but this thing's going to be... Oh, wait, somebody waiting. What can I do for you, sir? Okay, well, you're starting a little better than your predecessor. Meet somewhere in the 7,000 range, I guess. Okay, we should have met somewhere in the 7,000 range, but you don't know how to negotiate properly. No. Somebody moves half the distance, you move half the distance. That's how that works. I move a couple $100. You don't move like $20. That's not how it works. Okay. I have a feeling I'm just not going to get over $7,000 for this car. Yeah, no, you didn't even move. You're a dick with a stupid hat. Go take a look at this car. Hopefully it's not too much of a giant shitbox. Pardon me, I'm just using your yard as a throughway here. That was a little closer than I like. Alright, what do we got here? It's a battery, no surprise there, and has exhaust holes. 2834. Well, you have a good idea of market value there, Sean. However, we're going to have to drop a little bit here. How about... no, I'm definitely not buying it for 2,800. I'll tell you that for free. Okay. How about...
I don't know.
400.
I don't
Have a cigarette, Sean.
Okay.
For 500. That's as good as I'm going to get.
Okay.
Wasted that first chance. But it is what it is. You don't know what's going to insult them until you try, unfortunately. Excuse me. Out of the way. Coming through. I believe, according to my notes, this is the only car that actually has the filler cap on the right-hand side. Well, let me rephrase. The only car out of the ones that I'm allowed to buy, per my completely arbitrary rules. that has the filler cap on the right-hand side. Truck looks so much better. It's still a mechanical pile of shit, but it looks way better. Right. Dealership's still open. Just gonna drop this on the wash pad. Maybe we can find another low budget mess. Haul it back here. And hire the cheapest possible body person. So then I'll just have to wash it, change batteries. Speed up the process a little bit. Let's just filter this by price, that'll be faster. And it's not gonna let me because I don't have enough money. Damn it, Jim. All right, well, barring somebody coming and buying this exquisite chariot we have out there on the front line, we are at an impasse because I spent a whole bunch of money upgrading my body shop. Although, on the plus side, I guess I can change the color of cars now, so not that that gets me any extra money, but at least I won't have to deal with yellow and orange cars for bodywork anymore. Okay, well, we're finally up over 7 grand, so I appreciate that, Ryan. How about... Yeah, but now you're not going to move anymore, are you? Have a cigarette, Ryan.
Okay. Good.
Thank you, sir. Enjoy your hoopty. Close the dealership so I don't have to deal with the wandering morons coming in. All right, now we've got a little bit more cash. So let's see if we can't reinvest that. What is the most expensive car I can actually buy? I think it's this one. Where are you? I don't know that I'm actually making more money on these cars. I feel like I am, but I don't know if it's a psychological issue from... Excuse me. No, clipped through that one. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. I don't know if I'm actually making more money on these deals, or if it's just that I'm getting such a large chunk of money when I get paid that it feels like it, if that makes sense. I don't know if there's a psychological term for that. I studied languages I already spoke in college, not psychology. By languages I already spoke, I mean English. It's a battery. And is a general bucket of shit. Not gonna get too much more here. I don't know. Gonna have to keep an eye on this one. This may not pay for itself. About... Okay, well that's...
No, enough.
I like to see that. About 6,400. Did you just go up?
Okay.
Not sure that was the best deal I could have made, but it is what it is, right? And I guess technically we could go back and buy that other Apex piece of crap that I was like $10 short for. I think we'll do that. We'll line up an appointment to buy that. Then I will hire an employee to do all of my body work for me. That will allow me to wash the cars, do the maintenance while he's doing that. Hopefully save us some time. We can make some more progress in these videos if I'm not cutting giant chunks of time out of the video. Looks like we're gonna need to sell. I'm gonna be conservative and say about a dozen cars to make it to Reputation 7. Oh, it's all right. Didn't need that anyway. Let's go out front. We'll set that other appointment real quick. I'm not gonna hire the employee until tomorrow because I don't want to pay him for today. I think they clock out at like 6 p.m. I don't want to pay him for a full day for just a couple hours of work. Not good business. Oh, fuck that. That's close enough I can walk. Gotta dick around with the truck to go walk 100 meters. What do I look like? A Gen Zer? I am a millennial. We still know how to walk. Right, scan the car. Needs a battery, no surprise. Oh. How about you look at the retail price? 33. If we can get this thing for around 2. Nope. Apparently that's insulting. I'm not liking the way that you're not budging at all.
Okay, I agree.
Well, that was
Great job.
stunningly inept negotiation on my part. Wow, I really screwed the pooch on that one. That might be a first. I don't know that I've ever botched two offers in a row. I honestly, I think because I've been dealing with the higher priced cars so much, I forgot that the amount I was asking for under the purchase price was a much larger percentage of the price. So I think they get offended more easily. I think it's based on a percentage value. All right, I'm gonna call it a wrap here for the day, for the episode, I should say. Gonna get these cleaned up, and then I'll have a minion to do the body work on them. So the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.